Hello everybody! How does everything is going? I really hope that everybody is enjoying the marathon, and since this is Cutscene%, let's play the first cutscene of the game that's not part of the gameplay, but it's quite important to know and be aware about what we're gonna watch during all of this run. So for now, let me introduce myself. I am GhostSenpai, and this is Pepsiman Cutscene%. Cutscene% is basically the any person category plus the cutscenes. This was mostly like a custom category, but some months ago it was accepted as a main category of this title, which is pretty amazing. So it's time to enjoy one of the marathon favorites. Let me do a little quick setup over here, and we're gonna be ready to start. I'm sure that I have forgot something, but I hope that everybody's having a very good moment. So I'm just gonna make some little things here. I move to over here. I'm getting ready. I move some stuff, and okay, I'm gonna press start before. No, okay, never mind. Let's skip this. So, okay, I'm gonna make the countdown from 3, so hoping that everybody is ready for this, so I'm gonna make the countdown. So, it's here, it's over there, and there we go, we're ready. So, I'm gonna make the countdown from 3, so 3, 2, 1, and go! And since this is Cutscene%, I'm not allowed to skip this cutscene, so let's enjoy this.
Hey, let's start the game!
And let's start the game. So I'm gonna let all the cutscenes get played, and after the cutscenes finishes, I'm gonna try to explain what is happening here.
Oh, Pepsiman, you got here just at the perfect time. I got a call that a vending machine ahead ran out of Pepsi, and I was just on my way there when I got a flat tire. There are a bunch of people gathered in front of the vending machine. They want Pepsi! And the word is that they're just about to riot. I plan to head over there as soon as I can fix this flat. But it looks like it's gonna take some time. Can't you do something, Pepsi Man?
Okay, so basically trying to explain what's going on here, and the only Pepsi truck in all the city got a flat tire, and the driver doesn't know how many times it's gonna take him to repair it. So while we wait until he can fix the flat, Pepsiman needs to save the day and give to the people some Pepsi, because people is getting exhausted because there's no Pepsi in the city. Ignoring the fact that we're watching a lot of Pepsi cans in all the road, in all our way. So, starting with some cool mechanics here, while Pepsiman is in the trash can, for some reason if I press left I move to the right, and if I press right I move to the left, but well, video game logics, who cares about that? So since this is basically any person, what I'm gonna try to do is to avoid as many Pepsi cans as I can, because at the end of the stage, the game counts how many Pepsi cans that you have got, and the more Pepsi cans that you get, the more time that you're gonna lose and that you need to wait in order to move to the next stage. Because the game counts how many Pepsi cans have you got, and also it shows you the time that it took to you to beat the stages. So well, this is not the Pepsi machine that we need to reveal, this is another one. So yeah, basically, I haven't wasted so much time because I have got 3 Pepsi cans, but usually each 25 Pepsi cans you waste a second, and also each 25 Pepsi cans you can gain an extra life. Probably later in the game I'm gonna try to do that for safeness purposes, because the game is not so hard at all. A good tip that all the Pepsiman runners gives to the new people interested in running is that the most hardest part of speedrunning Pepsiman is to beat the game casually for the first time. And now we're getting introduced in on a cool game mode called Pepsiman Pro Skater. So learn something, Tony Hawk. So at least this is not so far from the real life, besides of the fact that Pepsiman can do so higher jumps. So what happened here is that also, if in real life you receive a hit while you are on the skateboard, you receive damage, but here you get an extra kill. So now we need to deal with this, truck that was throwing some furniture from somebody who was moving from his house to another one. Just to realize that at the end, all his furniture, or the furniture, get laid on the road. On the streets. I don't know, Evan, what am I saying? But anyways, Pepsiman saved the day and gave to all exhausted people some Pepsis, and looked like we're fine, but let's move to the next stage and... Okay, I'm pretty sure that definitely hurted Pepsiman, there's no doubt about that. And now we enter into the first boss stage of the game. Honestly, I don't know how to define this, but basically what we're gonna do here is that this is an auto-scroller that's gonna take like 1 minute, and I need to try to don't receive damage, because each time that I receive damage, I'm gonna be more closer to the big Pepsi can that is trying to chasing me, and instead of being safe and going through the sidewalk, Pepsiman decided to don't do that. So I have received 2 hits. If I receive a third one, that's gonna be so bad because I need to start from the beginning of this stage. But as I've said before, this takes like 1 minute. So now we are safe because we have went through all the street when some random people decided to lift all this random stuff on the road. But yeah, Pepsiman saved the day, and now it's time to move to the second stage of the game.
You're doing pretty good.
Thank you so much, random guy who is watching me playing this game.
Have a Pepsi. Next stage.
Remember, people, have a Pepsi. Now, second stage, and again, another interesting and very deep cutscene that we need to watch to understand what is happening.
Pepsi Man! There's a building on fire just ahead. We need to get there immediately, but look what's happened! According to reports I have heard, they got the fire under control, but there are some people that couldn't escape fast enough and are trapped on the roof. They are extremely exhausted, and it doesn't seem likely that we can get first aid to them in time. Can't you give them something to help revive them, Pepsi Man?
So basically, a building caught on fire. People is in the roof, the fire is under control, but the firefighters don't know how many times it's gonna take to them to rescue that people. So Pepsi Man needs to do the best that he can do. Give that people some Pepsi in order to avoid that they get exhausted to big amount of heat that is gonna be there thanks to the fire. And now another insta-kill section where for some reason Pepsi Man is this barrel and well, something good is that if I go here to the left, next to that wall, I'm not gonna die, but that was a big mistake by my part because I haven't moved at the correct time, so I have died, unfortunately. But probably on the next stage, on stage 3, I'm gonna be grabbing some Pepsi cans to get an extra life, or probably I'm gonna try to get one here. I'm gonna try to get back the one that I have lost. Because the game is divided in 4 stages, and each stage has 5 essence. So after that 5 essence, well, after that 3 essence, you get moved to the next stage. Okay, nice timing, I should say. Also, if I receive damage, as you can see, Pepsiman health is shown with that little Pepsi logo. So every time that I receive a hit, I'm gonna lose health. So in order to be safe, I need to catch some Pepsi cans in order to refill my health. So each 10 Pepsi cans, I'm gonna refill my health. So for now, I have 30 Pepsi cans. I just needed 25 to gain the life that I have lost, unfortunately. And again, Pepsi Man hasn't reached yet the objective, but guess what? He got a Pepsi from a vending machine. Looks like Pepsi Man can give some Pepsis to random people, but he cannot give a Pepsi for himself. And now it's time to move to the second stand from this stage, and... Okay, I'm speechless about what happened here. But anyways, let's keep going. Now we're under the city and we need to go outside of here and need to reach that building that was caught on fire. He littered? I don't know. But that's a good question. Where does he put the empty Pepsi cans? Sorry, sometimes I forget how to speak. You know, this kind of thing used to happen. You're trying to speak fluidly a language that is not your main language, but that's not the important thing here. The important thing is that we need to save the day drinking and giving some people some Pepsis. These Pepsis are for martyrs. Pepsi for TV game. And remember to have a Pepsi. Okay, something important there is that next to that checkpoint I need to be careful with my dashing, otherwise I can lose my momentum and I'm not gonna be able to jump properly, because for some reason your jump momentum gets reduced after your dashing finishes, so you need to be so careful. And Pepsi Man unfortunately wasn't able to reach the top of the building, but he was able to give some Pepsis to the people, so we have saved the day again. Pepsi Man is doing this very well. Ouch. And now we have this red pizza truck that for some reason is chasing us. I don't understand why that is happening, but looks like Red Pizza hates Pepsiman. And again, random street, Pepsiman cannot be saved, so he needs to avoid all these things that are in the middle of the street. Like, for which reason does everything is here? I don't know. But at least the street lights can help you, because if you look carefully, you can start to watch the light. So if you see the light, you are aware that there are some things in front of you that you can avoid. And also, every time that I receive damage, the more closer I'm gonna be closer to the boss of this stage. But I don't know if I can consider that this is a boss stage. But anyways, second stage completed, and up to this point we have beaten half of the game. So now it's time to keep quiet and put attention to the next cutscenes, because this good guy here has a good announcement for us.
Pepsi for TV game.
Pepsi for TV game. Remember that words, guys. That's gonna help to you in the future. Believe in me. Believe in what am I saying. And let's just pay attention to this wonderful cutscene.
Pepsi Man, a plane full of passengers had to make an emergency landing in the desert. We were on our way there when the helicopter broke down. Fortunately, no one was hurt or killed. But in the middle of nowhere, right in the middle of the desert, and they are all exhausted. Another helicopter is on the way, but it looks like it's going to take some time. Isn't there anything we can do to help them until that helicopter arrives?
So, let's try to explain what happened here. Somebody once told me that it should go to save these people that is in the middle of the desert. An emergency landing, nobody was hurt or killed, so everything is fine, but they don't know how many times it's gonna take to them to save all these passengers from this flight. So for now, it looks like Pepsiman is gonna be more faster than the rescue team. Okay, I wasn't expecting to do that, but whatever. So now I need to be careful because if I receive another hit, I'm gonna lose a life. So with these big pieces of wood, okay, I wasn't expecting to do that. Some of them are gonna jump higher, and other ones are gonna be close to the floor. Unfortunately, well, there's a way for the lower ones that you can make the slide, and you can slide down of them. But since I'm low on health, unfortunately, I cannot do that. Okay, let's try it one time. It's not supposed that I should have done that, but guess what? I was able to do it 3 times, which was pretty cool. But time to play safely. Oh, guess what? Some free Pepsis here. That's cool. Hey! Looks like that bikers are mad with me because I have took some Pepsis. And that wasn't my fault. The Pepsis were there. I never found your names, guys, so I'm sorry about that. I found it first. Okay, looks like one of these guys took his revenge, but not yet, not yet. So just keep going. I just got that Pepsi, you cannot catch me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I just need to avoid these guys and we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be safe. Okay, that was a car. But I keep them the reason I will be mad also. If somebody with my Pepsis. Okay, I think that this is the first time that I get stuck there, so this is pretty funny. And again, an exclusive vending machine, an exclusive Pepsi vending machine for Pepsiman. And we have completed the first exam of the 3rd stage. So now we're in the middle of the desert, we're not again on the road, so... These bulls are a bit troll, so I'm gonna move a bit safer here. Fortunately, this is just a shorter section, so I don't need to keep dealing with these bulls later on the stage. But now this is a tricky section. Believe me, it looks more harder than you can expect. The controls are like the same, like with the barrel on the second ascent of the on the second stage, but unfortunately I have died. I wasn't expecting that, but don't worry, I got some extra lives. And due to the nature of this stage, that for some reason it's hard to avoid a lot of Pepsi cans, at least for me, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be gaining some extra lives, mostly because there's a difficult section on the next stage, so that's gonna be really helpful as a backup strat. Okay, that were buffalo, there were bulls, I don't know so much about animals, but thanks to the chat for correcting me there. Now I have learned something useful today. And yes, that's something you never need to do, because for some reason when you're dashing and you're trying to jump, sometimes the game can drop your momentum and you just make a little jump. You cannot make the high jump. So you need to time correctly the dashing that you're gonna have, and also you need to time correctly your jumps. It's not so heavy based on that, but for example, if on that section I should have got a big momentum, a big amount of speed, I should have fallen to the hole. But I was lucky that I have lost my momentum there, so not a big deal. And we reached these people, and it's time to make what the Pepsiman knows to do. Give some Pepsi. Extend his hand and give some Pepsi to the people. And yes, well, if at this point you haven't found any logic on this game, now it's too late. Believe me, you're not gonna find nothing that has some sense on this game, because now this is a third boss, and I'm pretty sure that this is not possible in real life. It looks like Pepsiman lives in an alternative world. Sometimes I feel bad about him. he wanna be a nice person, but sometimes, well, I guess that it's not necessary that I explain what I was gonna say. Am I right? Okay, this was bad. Uh-oh, this is bad. Okay, never mind. This is a big problem that I have on this stage, and is that if I receive an error hit, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna die. It's so hard that I can save the rest of the stage. Fortunately, on these boss stages, the patterns are the same, so you can learn them, or at least try to associate where all of them are gonna be. But don't worry, everything is it's gonna be saved thanks to the estimate, so you shouldn't be so worried about this. But definitely in the next stage I'm gonna get some Pepsi cans for the backup. I mean, it's not so bad at all if I die. I can continue on this stage, but I died. But the only problem is that I'm gonna be running. I'm gonna start from the beginning of the stage, so it's better to lose a couple of seconds getting some extra Pepsi cans than starting from the beginning of the stage. So again, cutscenes time. And another friendly reminder.
Pepsi for pizza.
I know that up to this point everybody has understood the logic of this game, so I'm not gonna explain this cutscene.
Pepsi Man, it looks like the main computer of Pepsi City went out of control a little while ago from being overloaded. All the roads are affected by the computer and we can't move ahead. There isn't enough Pepsi for everyone, and violence has flared up amongst those wanting Pepsi. Exhausted people are collapsing because they can't refresh themselves with Pepsi. If it continues like this, there will be a worldwide shortage of Pepsi, and we'll have a real problem. Can't you do something to put the computer back in working order?
Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody who are watching this, let me introduce you, Pepsiman, the Master Hacker. Now you know that if the world enters in a big problem, it's because it had run out of Pepsi. There's a short of Pepsi, so we need to avoid that. We need to save the day. Okay, suppose that I should have maintenance like there. So basically, what is happening here is that the main machine, the main computer on the Pepsi factory went out of control. So we need to find a way to fix it. So how does Pepsiman gonna do that? Let's gonna discover that on a bit. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel bad from all the people who are watching this run and not drinking Pepsi while they are watching this. So from this point I'm gonna start to catch some Pepsi cans to gain an extra life. Fortunately, while I'm on the trash can, I don't get an insta-kill, but at the same time, I need to be careful. I really hope that if you're not drinking Pepsi right now, you can go for a can or a bottle of Pepsi while you wait for the next run on this amazing marathon. Fuck the COVID. And again, Pepsi machines exclusively for Pepsiman. So now the Pepsi factory. This is gonna be the last regular stage, or I don't know how to define the basic stages. Well, you get an idea about what am I trying to say. So if you have never visited a Pepsi factory, congratulations, because now you have a way to know how does a Pepsi factory is inside. On this interactive adventure featuring Pepsiman, the running hero. So believe me, this is a bit tricky. It's not hard at all, but it's a bit tricky sometimes to try to be safe on this stage, or at least to get a good movement. The important thing here is to have a good timing in what are you doing. You don't wanna lose a huge amount of time thanks to dumb mistakes such as losing lives and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, that was a big hit for Pepsiman, but don't worry, he's more stronger, so he can keep going. Or he keep having some Pepsi energy, he's gonna be able to do everything. You're having doubts about what am I saying? Don't worry, we're gonna watch that. Okay, time to play safe. Because there are just 2 checkpoints on each stage. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I have pressed the like button there, but whatever. Let's keep going. I really like when that happens, not gonna lie. Okay, bad timing again. It's supposed that I should have dashed before that. I dashed a bit late. Something like that. Wait, okay. So now I'm gonna keep quiet because believe me, this is the only complicated section of the game, and also it's an insta-kill section. No! I had jumped earlier. Okay, never mind. Second try. There we go! First attempt! First try! And Pepsiman saved the day again with Pepsi! Pepsi is the solution for every problem. And now Pepsiman saved the day, so what is next? Uh-oh. I guess that we need to do a refact from the first boss stage and... What? Okay, another twist in the Pepsiman adventure. But don't worry, this turns worse. Have you seen what I was trying to say? So I need to be careful also because I'm a bit dumb and sometimes I forget that I don't need to do some stuff. So when the game turns into the widescreen mode, which means that I have lost the control of Pepsiman, it's gonna be the time. So if I don't die, be ready because the time is gonna be soon. Uh-oh. Okay, don't worry. We're on the end. Time is coming soon and... Time! But we haven't finished here. We have a very last cutscene that we need to watch before moving to the next round. So please keep quiet and pay attention.
You got it! Yeah! Yeah!
Besides of being a Japanese game, it has dialogues in English.
Everybody Pepsi! Drink Pepsi! Pepsi. Only my choice.
So, okay, now this is the real ending. Well, not really, we need to wait a little bit for the cutscenes that, well, for the credits that get displayed, because we have a little extra gag here. So for now I'm gonna make my last speech. So first of all, thanks to BigJon for giving me the opportunity of being part of this marathon with this amazing game that it's a sin that's not that this game is not gets not that this game doesn't get featured on speedrunning marathons, and I'm pretty sure that that's something that's not healthy at all. But whatever, Pepsi's cool.
Pepsi is... Excuse me.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pepsiman gets some percent in Speedrunners helping fight Covid-19. Thank you so much for everybody who has been watching this marathon. Thanks again for BigJon for hosting this and giving me the opportunity of being part of. And also thanks to everybody for all the people who has been donated and that is planning to donate on the rest of the marathon, because we haven't finished yet. We're still having a lot of amazing rounds that we're gonna watch, and a bit we're gonna start with Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. No, sorry, with Mega Man 2. I got distracted by schedule. Okay, well, anyways, I am GhostSenpai. If you wanna follow me, twitch.tv/Pepsiman, and well, see you everybody. Stay at home and have a Pepsi.